Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. How's it going? Nice, bright and early morning. I'm getting the stream off just a little bit earlier than I did yesterday, and I'm happy about that. And the set for today is the Riddler Riddle Racer. The Riddler Riddle Racer. The Riddler Riddle Racer. This is the Lego Batman movie set, and obviously it's got the Riddler. This is his Riddle Racer, and it actually comes with a lot of other minifigs. This is a slightly higher priced set. In fact, it's one of the highest part-to-price ratios from the entire Lego Batman movie line. So this is definitely going to be a set that you either kind of love or hate, I've got a feeling. I mean, the build for the car looks excellent. I have a feeling that new Ford 1960s car for Speed Champions is actually kind of a similar build style in the front, but we'll find out, I guess, when that wave comes out. But the minifigs include, obviously, we've got Riddler, there's Magpie, who else? Calendar Man. This is going to be a very interesting minifig, and Kite Man. So I think these are real bad guys from like the old school Batman comics from a while ago. They've reinvented them for the movie, and it is going to be time to open this bad boy up. So hey everybody, thanks a lot for joining, and let's get this set on the road. I think I'm gonna cut it open just from this camera and then switch down to the other camera below. Let me see if I can do a switcheroony. There it goes. Okay, here we go. So, in case I didn't say before, the set is set number 70903, and it has 254 pieces. Currently, it's rated at $30 in America. It is 30 pounds in the UK, and it is 35 euros. So yeah, it is a higher part-to-price ratio. And in case you can't see, there's bag 1, bag 2, one single black plate piece, and a single manual with just like, honestly, what, 2 stickers. There are 2 stickers in this set. So that's what's going on. Let's get this thing going. I have a feeling it's going to be a very quick build, and boom. I think the reason why this set is so highly priced is because it's got 5 minifigs. Batman's in it also, obviously. He's in every single set, but I think he's in every single set. But yeah, so that might be the reason why this set is just so incredibly high in price to part ratio. So hopefully the minifigs and everything will be worth it. I know that makes it hard to justify for a lot of people, and it's really just going to be like a set, like if you just absolutely love the minifigs and the builds, then it'll be worth your while. So let's get this on the road. Okay, so there's a ton of minifigs in the first bag. The majority, it looks like. So we've got, let's see if I can just figure it out by the parts. Okay, wait, hold on. There's probably some capes in here, undoubtedly. Ooh, the Calendar Man pieces, and oh yeah, the Batman cape. So Batman's easy. He's the easy peasy one. I like the soft cloth capes. I don't know if you guys have been experiencing the new soft cloth capes. It's different. It allows you, I think, to kind of have your minifigure. You can pose the fig in like a position where the cape might be crinkled up a little bit, and you can kind of keep it there for a while before the cape gets any of those weird kinks. And it's really hard to get a kink out of a cape. Or not really hard, but it's just really annoying. If it's there for long enough, I think it's maybe impossible. Batman, let's see, does he have any? He's got, his expressions this time around are kind of like, "What?" And then just pretty plain face, like nothing is happening. Okay, so Batman's expressions are a little different. You know, I think there's 3 different expression sets you get for Batman out of all the sets. Oh, I almost put him on without the belt, the utility belt. Awesome piece. Can't wait to get more versions like this for other figs in the future. I think that is a good way to go for Lego. But there he is with the utility belt. Batman's cool. But let's check out the actual guys the guys that I think a lot of people are sort of looking forward to quite a lot. So here's Calendar Man. He's got the Speedo, the tights. So there it is, dual molded legs, some printing and stuff that goes there, Speedo. He's wearing like a calendar sash. This is a super weird guy. I gotta say, this is a really weird figure, just in general. It's a little bit underprinted here. This is where the actual printing is, so we gotta put it on like this. Booyah. And booyah. I'm going to go into the minifigs a little bit more in greater detail, I think, towards the end. So for now, we can. I'm just going to kind of put them together, show them for a second, and then we can push it off. So he's got this second collar piece, which is annoying. Okay, this is a really stiff bit of cloth stuff. This is like, it feels like it's stiffer even than like the old stuff that was already really stiff. So, yeah, it's like his cape is just like, it's like, I feel like I gotta bend it down a little bit. It's sticking way out. Yeah, it'll bend down, and then that's supposed to bend up. It's supposed to be like down and up, but there isn't, because there's so many slashes in here that it doesn't really push it down. So that's kind of, I don't know, it's not wonderful. Does he have any accessories? Oh wait, he should come with a helmet. Let's see if I can't find that. Oh, here we go. Weird. What the heck is this? Okay, I'll show it off closer when we get there, but it looks freaking strange. It looks, what the heck? It's kind of, okay, yeah. So he's got this weird, I'll show that off closer later. That's weird. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. Let's get Kite Man. Kite Man. Okay, he actually liked the detailing on this guy. He's very, I mean, it's as simple as it gets, but he's got like the diamond on the front. And I think we're going to build an accessory for him. Here's his, oh, he's got some good expressions too. I think I've seen this before, actually. He's got an angry face and a happy face. And Kite Man, I think his helmet is actually probably one of the nicer points. I like the color combination. So he's got, here's his helmet. It's got a diamond in the front, and it's a red visor. So I don't know. I think the colors just work really well with this guy altogether. But we can build his, actually it doesn't say to, oh, it does say to build his kite. Okay, so let's build his kite. That's the first bit in the actual manual here, so let's just put that, let's see what his kite looks like. I kind of liked this bent bar piece that's going to go in there. So let's see what's going on. Oh, I'm looking for the other parts. I forgot to open up the smaller bag. That's probably where all the other pieces are. Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Here we go, here we go. Okay. Oh, I already put that. It's always the first piece. That was what I just put the first piece on upside down. And I had to switch it around. I did the exact same thing yesterday with the Clayface buildable fig. The very first piece, I was like, oh, let's get started, and then I put the first piece on wrong. So that's always a good sign. Always a great sign. If you're okay, what the heck? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get his wings going. I think this should actually be a. Whoa, hello, come on now. Am I looking for a smaller piece? No, I'm not. Yeah, no, this should be correct. It's just not fitting in the way I want it to. Oh, there we go. Wait, no. Now, where the heck? Why is this not fitting in? Okay, there. That is fitting. That's a weird connection showing upside down. Okay. It's always weird trying to see which one of the studs is really going to line up properly, but there we go. So this is, oh, so it fits on the underside like this. Okay, so there's one wing. And I hope this kite is worthwhile. It actually looks a little bit better than how your standard jetpack even looks. That's my opinion, at least. I think the kite actually, it like looks like more effective of a flyer than even a jetpack. So let's see. I just hope it's not one of those super bulky things that just drags your minifig down, like you can't stand them up on anything. That's the one thing that I always kind of get discouraged about when a new crazy big. Let's see. It should arc. Yeah, it's gonna arc around. Oh wait, no, it's gonna arc around this way. So, okay, this is kind of an interesting little plug. There goes one of the wings. Just snapped it right off. But there we go. Okay, let me see if I can't put it back on. Okay, yeah, it should fit right. Oh, yes, like this. Okay, so it should then swing around like this. And Kite Man. Okay, so here we go. It's all right. Let me move his hands to the inside so he can get his grip ready. And Kite Man. Oh, it's closer to like a hang glider. I mean, it's what it feels like. It feels like more like a modern day hang glider than it does feel like a kite. But I think it actually works pretty well. It's a little bit funky. So here it is. It looks good from the front, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So this is the show-off point. The back, he's got some jets, except I just directionally, it's like, okay, if he's flying like this and his jets are like this, doesn't that push him down? I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I do like this piece, though, that's used, the flexi tube. This is the most useful piece out of the whole thing. People are going to be using that for custom stuff all over the place, so that's a good piece in general. But anyways, minifigs out. Let's see if we can't get this car built super fast. Remember, this is a really small part count. This is surprisingly small. The box is pretty big, but it's like 250 pieces about, so that's really, really, really small. Now it's time to just see if this thing can't just get burned through in terms of speed. All right. So there it is. The build for the car looks awesome. A lot of the vehicle builds are really like kind of what it's all about. They're really like, I don't know how else to call it. Like let's see. Hold on, I just messing around with the computer. Okay. But yeah, these vehicle builds for all of the Lego Batman movie sets, they're all super, super detailed, like really nicely detailed, and a bit larger than life, or larger than City Life sets, I should say. They don't scale particularly great next to any of the city vehicles. You know, a lot of them are like sitting at like 6 stud wide, but just like huge and bulky and tall and stuff like that. And this thing you can see here is 6 stud wide, but it is going to be super big compared to anything that you would ever get from a Speed Champions or a City or anything like that. It really is a large scale thing. And I know it's the same deal with the Riddler Chase, or not the Riddler, the Joker's vehicle, as well as the Penguin. I haven't built the Penguin vehicle yet, but from the scale looking at it, it's like a Cruella de Vil kind of car. So this thing is going to be... I'm trying to use both my hands. I'm trying to be ambidextrous for this build. Let's see if it actually works for this one. Here we go. All right, so we're putting together some of these ones. Oh, I thought this was a ×2. It's not a ×2. We're going to build something almost exactly like this on the other side, I'm sure, for the other detailing. But here it is. What's your favorite set ever made? I think that's in the description below. But yeah, favorite set, Ultimate Collector Series, Slave 1. Oh yes, that is right. That is my favorite set ever made. And if you guys notice, I haven't been doing as much shout-outs, I didn't do as much last stream as much. And I'm probably not going to be doing as much this stream as well. And that's for the most part, it's because like it's so distracting when building, and I'd rather just get this thing like the actual set itself just cooking in terms of in terms of actually just getting the whole thing done. So here we go. If you've tuned into some of the other streams, like these go so much faster when I just kind of focus on the build. The Penguin live stream tomorrow, maybe. I was thinking the Cycle Chase set for tomorrow. I haven't decided. I might do the Penguin one. But yeah, so this is actually, I feel like this is going pretty quick. I don't think I'm a particularly fast builder, but I think this is pretty nicely paced for what I'm used to, at least. Well, especially on a stream. Streaming, it takes a lot of time. I'm always like checking the camera, making sure that things are where they should be so you guys can see what's going on. I'm also checking comments. Sometimes checking comment. Favorite Lego Batman movie set? I really liked the clay face splat attack. God, they're all tongue twisters. If you guys notice that, this is the Riddler Riddle. Okay, this is the Riddler Riddle Racer. Riddler Riddle Racer, and yesterday's was the clay face splat attack. So I don't know what the heck the designer's up to, but like some of these sets are just hard to say. The Cat Cycle Chase, that's pretty easy to say. I can't remember the exact name for the Penguin one. The one with like, I just call it the Cruella de Vil set because that's like, it's like that old school car that Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians would always ride around in, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. But I don't know what my favorite one is because I haven't built them all, and I want to build all of them. Mike built the Scuttler live stream, and he loves that set. Like he really, really does like it a lot. So I think it really just depends on what you guys like. I liked the Joker Lowrider just because the vehicle itself seems like, I don't know, it's like the most sort of contemporary. I don't know, I feel like it could fit into the city really, really well, as kind of a funny sort of add-on. Whereas the Cruella de Vil car, actually, this car could actually look pretty sweet riding down the streets as well. But just in terms of like a set that's a good deal and it's creative and it's, you know, like I feel like, you know, you get your money's worth and stuff. I don't know. I haven't built all of them, and it's hard. It's really hard doing reviews on sets or trying to say which one's going to be your favorite if you haven't done all of them, or if you've done most of them and not quite all of them. Then you're like, oh, but like, how is the other one really? Like, how is it? Like, I just don't know. Like, I did the top 10 of 2016 list, and I felt bad because there were some sets that I really did want to like build and just like see for myself in terms of. If I really liked it or if I really didn't like it, but I didn't get to build all of them. So I feel like that favorite to not favorite sometimes can change if you just don't know, if you haven't built it all, which is kind of a silly thing to say. I could do the research on it and probably make a pretty darn good educated guess, I think. But ooh, this is interesting. I'm building sort of this like panel flap thing. Oh wait, hold on. I thought this is actually going to be the base. I thought this was going to be moving around, but this is a solid piece. All right, so this is actually a pretty good little interior. These builds here, the Batman, all the new Lego Batman movie set builds, they are looking like crazy good in terms of like just being solid. Like they're just like every single one of them is a beast in terms of just being like a really, really structurally sound build. Like I can't find hardly any weak points in any of the Lego Batman movie set builds I've done so far. So that's a pretty good testament. I think part of that is Lego's getting better at creating Lego sets that feel a lot more like toys, because they want kids, to be able to play with it and also like not accidentally drop it once or like do one little thing and then all these complicated little pieces break away in all these weird little directions, and then you're kind of building it back together. I think they're thinking about these sets a lot more in like a toy sort of mindset. I think some of the older Lego fans probably don't care as much about things being delicate but like look really great, whereas a lot of the younger ones are just like, no, like this. Let's make this like a great looking tank of a build, like just like super solid and super strong, and at the end of the day, just like more fun and more easy to play with. I'm kind of in the middle. Like I don't mind making a few aesthetic sacrifices, make something look maybe not quite as perfect as it could look, but if it makes it that much easier to handle or that much just like more accessible to show off, because I think a lot of what people get kind of hung up on when they make something look perfectly accurate is I think if you have a great looking build but nobody could ever touch it ever, that's kind of too bad. I mean, at a certain point it's kind of unavoidable. If you make like that gigantic AT-AT, I mean, that's just super delicate and fragile, and if somebody knocks it over, it's, there goes over 24 hours worth of building Lego down the drain. So you have to be really careful with those sets. But with other ones, what's great about like bringing people into the studio is showing them what's going on and being like, hey, check out this build. You can pick it up. You can open it up. You can look at what's inside, because you're not afraid of this piece falling off or that piece falling off, things like that. So I don't know. I think these ones, like these builds here, they all look great, and there's nothing in terms of being like afraid that somebody might accidentally like pick it up and a piece falls off here and then they go, oh, and then they drop the whole thing. And even if you do drop this thing, I'm looking at it right now, I feel like hardly anything's really going to be breaking off of it, and that's the case for all these new ones. So that's my little rant about the new style of sets. They're made to be like withstand, to like be strong, like that Star Wars, what is it, the assault carrier, that big one that came out with like it was 1,000 pieces almost, but it was really not that big of a ship. but it was just built like so strong. Like, you know, that's a perfect example, I think, of just, you know, if Lego had put 1,000 pieces into a big ship set like a few years earlier, it would have been twice as big, but you would have had to only pick it up from like one point or something like that, you know. Oh, hello. There we go. You see that? The thing wanted to fly away from me. And here we go. Moving on down. Here we go. And let's get this on. All right. And here we go. Nice. So we've got one little sticker. Should be right there. That's lined up pretty well, actually. It's a question mark because it's the Riddler. Whoa. Okay. And there's, I think that's a little. That's the little thing. The what do they call that? That's the little spoiler thing. Not the spoiler. The little emblem that kind of gets made up. Oh, all right. Wow. We just finished the first bag. Let me just put a batarang in Batman's hand before I move all these spare parts out of the way. He actually came with 3 batarangs this set, so he usually just comes with 2. So I don't know. I don't know if that's worth mentioning. I mean, Batman usually comes with 1 and then 1 spare part as a batarang. He came with 2 and a spare. Here we go. So let's move all these guys. Well, they could sort of still be in the screen a little bit. Why not? And okay. Favorite Mighty Micros set. Okay, I told you guys I was going to have the Mighty Micros edit out yesterday, and it's taking me like a long time to edit because I did all 6 of the new Mighty Micros sets all in one go. And I forgot how much time that actually takes to just kind of do some VO and do some beauty shots and then switch it around, blah, blah, blah. All right, we're building the Riddler and we're building Magpie, so this is cool. But favorite Mighty Micros set? Easily Iron Man and Thanos. Iron Man and Thanos for the new one. Because the Iron Man is awesome. It's the first time we get to look at that, whatchamacallit, the new helmet for Iron Man. And it looks awesome. And I like that cartoony face on the Iron Man mask. But not only that, but Thanos' vehicle is like so cool. Thanos' vehicle is so awesome. It's the Infinity Gauntlet turned into a vehicle. They don't have one of the stones, one of the Infinity Stones for Thanos' vehicle, but I mean it's pretty much spot on. And there's some new parts in there. They have like the new curved tile pieces, and they put them in gold. Like I don't know. It was a pleasant surprise of a Lego build when I was doing it. Let's make some actual space so you guys can kind of just see them coming together. We're building. So this is the Riddler I just built. I'll go into more detail later. We're putting Magpie's armor on now. She's got some legit armor actually. I think we've seen this before with the collectible gold warrior guy. I can't remember the name of him. I think that's the same armor piece, just in black. And okay, here we go. And she's got a dress with some printing on the front. And of course, Magpie, here we go. So she's got a red emblem in the front, and she comes with dynamite, which is actually what the Riddler came with the last time we got him in a Lego set. And I like this piece. This is new for sure, or at least a new color. This is a pixie cut and in white. So there's Magpie, there's the Riddler. Those are the 2 minifigs for the bag, the last of them for the set, and we're moving them out of the way. Well, no, they're out of the way. And let's actually get back into the build. All right. So we got this, and let's move that there. We're doing a couple of repeat things here. All right. And bam, 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 bam. How's it going, everybody? All right. Let's get this. Oh yeah, of course. I'm jumping ahead. I hate doing that. I'm always like so excited to get one piece done, or I look at the next step, and I just keep on putting an extra piece on that I don't need to be. Okay, so this is cool. See, these are just nice solid chunks, and then the build is just set up where you can just very simply just plop it right on. Like you don't have to think about it too much. And it looks good. See, like that's the great thing is like being able to make something that looks nice and be easy to build. Like there's this weird sort of, I don't know how to call it. It's almost like a sweet spot where it's like if a build like looks pretty good, but it's like really hard to build, and then a build that looks very good but somehow extremely easy to build. You know, it's almost like this. There's this sweet spot that you can kind of get when you're building stuff out of Lego. And usually the stuff that's like looks pretty darn good is either really easy or like really hard. And this is, I think, hitting one of the points where it looks really good, but it's actually pretty darn easy to snap together. If you guys can't tell, this is no kind of it's not confusing. There aren't weird points of connection, and this curved bit, like it's just clever, and it looks nice, and it's simple. It's just like stacking Lego, really. It's not. There's no tricks. Here we go. Nice, and these little bits are gonna be putting. Oh, come on. There we go. Snaps right in. Oh. If I don't drop all the pieces, it'll be super easy. Yeah. All right. So we're building out the cockpit. This looks so good, though. This curvature. Look at that. And it's layered. See, this is nice. This is good. I think this fits super well. I think this curved wheel well piece, sorry about that, curved wheel well piece is actually a new spot. But I'm not entirely sure. Can't tell. Okay. Oh, wow. And let me do one thing here. Messing around with the computer. Un poquito. Okay. Let me just playing around with something. Sorry about that. Okay, here, we're back. Okay, we're back with a vengeance. And we're building the cockpit. Okay, so this is the next spot. I'm going to move the build out of the way, the car out of the way for just a minute, so we can see the cockpit coming into view. There's really not that much left, actually, on the build, but I can't remember who said it. Somebody said it during one of the first streams. They thought I was like almost done, so they started doing some sort of like exercise. They said they started planking. And they were like, oh, I'll just plank until the end of the episode. And then it took me like another 7 minutes or something. And they got super, super sore. So if you're planking, don't plank yet. Because not quite there yet. But we are getting pretty close. All right. Bam. Okay. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Do people say that anymore? I don't think so. Okay. And ooh, our first Technic pieces in the whole set. Or, well, no, we had some Technic openings, but the first Technic pins. So that's not a testament to just how incredibly simple this build is. I mean, there's like pretty much nothing. Oh, and wow, that was real complicated putting on the exhaust pipes. I'm assuming, yeah. No, that's got to be the exhaust. And then what's going on here is the engine block. And where there should be a little, oh, there it is. It's hiding. This guy's gonna come up here. And a ton of these little clips, the modified plates. I don't know how much you guys order stuff on BrickLink, but I always find it really hard to find those, like, the word modified plate or like modified brick is the most vague term ever. And you just have to eventually kind of like memorize where they end up in the search results for BrickLink. I don't know if you guys do a lot of ordering. But yeah, the modified clips and the modified this and the modified that. It's all just like pretty arbitrary. But all right, this is a cool. I like this build for an engine. I actually kind of like this more than the build for the Caterham. And the Caterham they sacrificed the ability for that car to turn its wheels. To be fair, actually, the inside of the Caterham is really nice. But this looks good. This looks super good. We don't have to deal with like this. This is definitely a way bigger and better looking engine than the engine block even in the Scuttler, which is another Lego Batman movie set. And the Scuttler actually looks pretty nice, but this engine looks legit, super legit. Might even look better than some of those Speed Champions ones. The one thing, I want those Speed Champions. I'm so excited for those cars from Speed Champions. Ooh, some inverted dark greens. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this is a new piece, but they're not that common. So, there we go. Okay, so they're snapping in. This is going to go. I thought this was the cockpit, but it totally isn't. This is the glass case that goes around the engine block. So this is going to be resting, I think, in the back. Well, yeah, in the back of the car here. And there we go. Wow. Snapping them in. And nice. So these are going to be on some clips. I wonder if we can open up, like if the engine block opens outwards. I'm wondering why these clips are in here. Oh wait, no, I see where they're going to attach in the car. Never mind. Okay, never mind. And there it is. So we've got like this nice glass case that just barely attaches right onto these two studs here, but it looks super good. I like that. That's awesome. That's like a very, oop, I forgot these two little soft bits. These little inverted roundies to kind of smoothen things out. Okay. Yep, yeah, and this is exactly where I thought it was going to go. So you kind of just slide it if you can. It's a snug fit. And then I think there's, yep, felt that little clip. So it's clipped in, but it's got a little bit of posability. That's cool, and it's like almost like it tilts back if you really. I don't know if this is, maybe it'll lock out later. Oh wait, no. Okay, no. I see what it's gonna do. Okay, I'll show you guys what's going on with it in a little bit. But let's get this thing finished off because there really isn't a whole lot left. I think everything else is just gonna be sort of just fun external detailing to kind of make this thing look real good. Yeah. So here we go. This is cool. I like the curve that kind of comes back in towards. I'll show it all at the end. Okay. Let me just get this thing done. Bam. All right. Favorite Batman fig? Oh, that's a good one. I haven't. My favorite Lego Batman minifigure. There's so many. We've been collecting all of them. I think I want to do an update video, but it's this thing where it's like, do I want to wait till February 10th to get those other two guys? We're not going to be doing the keychains, the keychain figures. I just don't get keychain guys. It's just another realm of figs that I just don't feel like, where you got to draw the line somewhere. But there are some exclusive keychain Batman minifigures out there right now, which I kind of irks me, because usually keychain figures are just a repeat of a pre-existing minifigure, but it looks like they're making exclusive minifigures just to be keychains, which I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, so this is the nice detailing. This is the detailing part that I'm building right now that I think a lot of people would recognize from the front box picture. I'm building the headlights and the top paneling of the headlights, but this is the part of the building that I think people are going to recognize to be pretty similar to how they're building the 1960s Ford GT. I'll show you. Oh, I won't show you. I mean, you'll see what I mean if you watch the Speed Champion set when it comes out. But this is it. So the detailing comes down here. So you kind of push it in here, and they're like straight, and they're on these little like curved pieces. It hasn't actually told me to put it in yet, but. Yeah, you can, sorry about that. If I lift it too high, the camera freaks out. But yeah, you can tilt them down, and it makes that great curve in the front. I'll show you. Yeah, so it told me to put it in. Okay, now I'm, well, I think I'm just adding the, is that it? Wow, okay. This is super good. Really? Okay. Interesting. Oh, you know what I did? I totally messed up this curve just a little bit. I can see what I did now. Oh, interesting, yeah. So there's actually supposed to be some studs showing out on the top. So I talk about how easy this thing is to make, and of course I'm messing it up. But yeah, you actually elongate it, yeah, and it smooths out. So there's some flat edges out there. So I messed it up, guys. I'm sorry. And this is part. Yep, there we go. You gotta just snap it out. And I'm having them fly out everywhere. So yeah, there we go. So now it's a little bit longer, a little smoother. We got some studs right on the top there, and now this like lines up perfectly with the white and the green. So that was a mess up on my part. But let's get these. These are zip tie pieces, but that's going to end up what is the side view mirrors, which is an interesting piece for a zip tie to say the least, especially for something that looks so stylized like this. I thought they might choose something that looks either green or white. It probably would have looked better as a white piece, but let's get the tires on. These are kind of rugged-ish looking tires for something that looks so sporty. I mean the actual treads here, but here we go. So we're just about done with all of this. And interestingly enough, they're not showing, you can have a choice of showing these spokes out or the kind of more rugged truck-like ones. These are supposed to be the exposed pieces for the entire set. So that's interesting. Favorite Batman fig, right. Okay, my favorite Batman fig. I totally avoided that question, didn't I? No, I like the, there's so many. I like Pirate Batman. Because he's just super like just rugged and just like, he comes with a chain mace and a pirate sword. That's pretty awesome. I'd probably put him at number 1. But then again, Tartan Batman, that's kind of like Highlander Batman, that's pretty good too. Like that hasn't come out yet. That's one of the figs I don't have yet. But I've seen the pictures of him and stuff, and he looks pretty awesome. So this is what's going on. All right, so this is the play function. Hidden so well. See, they get better and better at hiding play functions. So I'm adding the spring-loaded shots right now. They're right next to the engine. I don't know why you'd want to put your munitions right next to your engine, but there it is. So this is the engine block with the exhaust sticking out the back. And I'm just going to put my hand up because this is what's going to happen. You push it down, and it should act... Oh, it doesn't activate. Oh, never mind. You're actually just supposed to use your finger, but if you shoot it like this, it's going to hit the inside of your... Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, it's going to hit the inside of your windshield, so you have to tilt it up. So you have to tilt this thing up over, and then it'll shoot out. Yeah. Yeah, it'll shoot out like that, which is kind of cool. I mean, it works. It works pretty well. And by the way, if you didn't notice, that I just finished the set, so this is officially my review part of it. So let's see if I can't. I'm gonna try to show this thing off, not getting too close to the camera because it will bug the auto finder out. There it is from the profile. Nice. Okay, well there it is, kind of like in its sort of, you can actually kind of looks good like. Well, no, it looks better like this. I like it better like this. And here, let's get the Riddler in here. This is his thing. Can the Riddler fit with his cane? That's a good one. Because it is his. Oh, he can. Yeah, he can. You can kind of tilt it to the side too, which looks all right. Nice mold for the question mark, by the way. But so here's the Riddler. It's a one-seater. Doesn't need, this is a fast, sporty car. It's a one-seater, but it's huge. Remember, this is going to be really big compared to anything that you find in a city. And pretty much they only really scale with other vehicles from this line. But nice, sleek moves, guys. Like, they don't make Lego cars quite this sleek, usually, ever. The front headlights are pretty nice. This is probably the most iconic part of the functions. It's not supposed to look like, this isn't a morphing function with the lights coming out. This is just a 100% just detail-oriented function just to make the curvature of this front match up. So it kind of curves down like this. I think it looks awesome. It looks a little bit too low almost. Like you might want to just have it pushed up just a little bit. Yeah, I think personally I would want it pushed up just a little bit, but not by a huge portion. But that's the front. Not bad. Here, the back, this is what it looks like from the back. You can see just a little bit of the spring-loaded shots, not a huge amount. And I like this glass covering case. You can take it off if you want. I mean, it's just attached by 2 studs. It actually kind of looks good like this too. Honestly, that's just a preference, really, if you want. I think it does match up a bit better. The curve of the glass matches with the back curve a little bit more, and it gives a little bit more shape to the car. So I'll keep it on, but yeah, so you can tilt this thing up, and you can only get the spring-loaded shots out if you have this thing tilted up. If not, you're just going to be shooting your own cockpit. But not bad, not bad. Let's take a closer look at the minifigs themselves, though. Why not? This is the Riddler. I didn't really show him off very close. This is the same hair and hat piece. It's one singular mold. Does it wig out if I put it too close? Not really, but it doesn't focus that well. It's a single hair and hat mold. There's a tiny question mark right on the front of the hat. And he's got 2 expressions: not happy Riddler, and, well, happy Riddler. Honestly, they could have put a wackier face on him. He's a pretty wacky character. He doesn't have any printing on his legs, which is a little disappointing considering his torso piece is so good. His torso piece has got all kinds of question marks all over. He's got pockets, there's a tie. I mean, it's super, super detailed. And they went ahead to put printing on the arms, which is, I think, that's sort of like an extra step, but they didn't bother to put anything on the legs. That, compared to the rest of the other guys, I feel like they could have done Riddler some justice by putting printing on the legs. But he's okay. He's not. That's the one thing I would have liked. This is Calendar Man. Calendar Man. He looks great from the front. Pretty simple detailing on the chest. This function, like, he holds on to this very well. Let's see if he can stand on his own. I haven't actually tested this part out yet. Look at his feet nice and level. So he's leaning forward just a little bit. No, I got to lean him forward more than that. It's a big thing. Yeah, no, he's got to lean pretty. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this is always the case with guys that have giant builds. It works actually pretty well. The one thing that I think doesn't make sense is he's got jets, or I'm assuming these are like jets on the back. But, I mean, like, if he's flying, the jets kind of push him downwards. I think just logistically it doesn't make any sense. But he looks good from the front. He's got I like the color combination. Not a bad. Did I call him Calendar Man? This is Kite Man. I think I called him Calendar Man. Sorry. That's Kite Man, obviously. And then this is Calendar Man. I mean, geez. If the printing isn't obvious enough. This guy is super interesting. The stiffness of these bits of paper or whatever, the cloth, is really, really hard. They don't fold up in the way that they kind of show in the thing. You kind of really have to push it up. Not in a big way, but enough to the point where it feels a little bit funky. Like, usually you get the pieces in exactly the right position the first time, and then they get messed up later. This feels like you really kind of have to almost train the parts down and this part up, really. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. This is like what he's supposed to look like, and then when you they kind of splay outwards. On a display stand, actually, I think this will even itself out a bit more. He has one expression kind of like confused or just like uninterested. I don't know. He's not a good expression, really. And then he's got this calendar marking on this kind of beanie sort of detailing here. It's a little bit strange. Cool looking guy. Like, he'll definitely look good like within a collection. Like, he stands out a lot amongst the crowd, but very strange. Just like really strange. Kite Man's a little bit strange, but not strange like Calendar Man. And then Magpie. Magpie is the last of the exclusive figures for the set. She's got the no leg pieces, no alternate leg pieces. Sometimes when they come with this sloped piece for like a dress, they also have alternate leg pieces, like Sodomon did. But she's just got this piece. Good printing though, nice, very simple. But I kind of like the simple but good. Let me take off her armor piece because you can't really see her expressions. Get that head off too. Okay. I just totally destroyed her in every way possible. This is her face in the front. You can see these red lines going down that define her cheeks. I think that is a pretty defining part of Magpie. These are good expressions. I like both of them. She's got these silver reflective eyebrows. Not bad at all. She's got a white pixie cut, which is pretty good. I usually don't put the hair piece onto the head until it's on the body. The detailing for her body is not bad. Not bad. It's pretty much going to always be covered up by this gigantic armor piece, though. So she's the only bad guy that really looks like a bad guy. All these other guys look like they're going to a ridiculous costume party. She's the only one that looks like I'm evil and I'm going to actually like mess things up for Batman. Speaking of which, here's Batman, standard Batman. He's got the kind of confused or not happy face, and then a super solemn, like nothing's happening face. Other than that, everything's very standard. Comes with the utility belt, a couple of batarangs, one extra batarang in this set, oddly enough. And this is going to be the entire set together. So let's see if I can't get the minifigs in front. You see the whole thing going on. It comes with an extra stud shot. And, well, here are the spare parts. I guess there's no point in hiding those either. So these are all the spare parts. Magpie comes with an extra bit of dynamite. And we are looking at, well, let's put this guy here. So I do want to say one more thing. This is a kind of expensive set compared to most of... Oh, he's not standing up. Kind of expensive set compared to most of the other Lego Batman movie sets. This is $30 in the States. This is £30 in the UK, and it's €35 that's a standard price. Euro can change from country to country, I've heard. So it's more expensive than most of the other Lego Batman movie sets, and more expensive than, I don't know, kind of a lot of standard sets. Maybe not city stuff. Some city stuff is super expensive for some reason. But there you get a lot of nice parts. These curved wheel well pieces, I think, are, I don't know if they're new. I'm not going to say they're new if I don't actually know. But there's some nice pieces in here. And really, it all depends on how much you really like the minifigs and this particular vehicle. It's really heavy. It's really solid. I feel like I could drop this, and the only things that are probably going to be breaking off is maybe this windshield piece at the top, and I don't know. Actually, no, this is really solid. I don't think, maybe the windshield piece and this piece and the little headlights and stuff might ding off, but everything else is just like, it's a rock. This thing is super strong. So generally speaking, I think it's pretty good. I think this is a pretty decent set, but it's not as good a deal as some of the other Lego Batman movie sets in terms of price. You do get a lot of minifigs, and a lot of them, I think all of them are exclusive, of course, except for Batman. So that's a factor. But then again, every set for Lego Batman movie has exclusive figs. Every single one. This just has, I think, one more than average. But I think with that, I'm going to switch the camera back to moi. Okay, hey. So that's it for the episode review, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little live stream. I'm going to be doing live streams once a day, every day this week. I think they're all going to be Lego Batman movie sets. I haven't decided. There's a couple of really cool creator sets that I want to do, but they're all like 3-in-1s, and then I'll have to do a bunch of taking apart and putting back together. So I think they're going to be all Lego Batman movie sets. But anyways, I've left a link in the description below if you want to buy the set. And thanks a lot for watching. I really do like doing these live streams. This has kind of changed up the dynamic in the studio, and I think it's made it a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun for me, and I hope you guys enjoy the reviews that I'm doing. And I'm going to keep doing them. So I hope you guys keep on tuning in, checking it out. And same time tomorrow, same time roughly. Live streams are always a little bit kind of hard to get like right on the nose, but pretty much, yeah, like 8 a.m. for me, Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what that is for you guys, where you're watching. You're from all over the world. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time at BrickVault.